water is a water for every occasion on the field of sports, at your workplace. Just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Embrace a unique union of love and reflection this 14th of February. On Valentine's Day, let us embrace the introspective journey of Ash Wednesday, a day to pause, reflect, and to mark the beginning of Lent. Share moments of both love and introspection, finding beauty in the balance. Join us on this dual celebration where the ashes on our foreheads symbolized not just repentance, but a commitment to love, compassion, and self-discovery. This Valentine's Day, let your heart beat to the rhythm of both romantic love and spiritual reflection.
Hello and welcome to the MTV Evening News for Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. The news headlines come to you in association with Courts Grenada Limited.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Coming up in the news tonight, Montu woman dies from third-degree burns. Opposition MPs deny receiving funds from government. Girl Guides embark on a Rose for a Home project. And in sports, Grenada will face St. Lucia in Windward Island cricket final. The details when we come back.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to your compliments Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes I can. Whenever you're in need, yes you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening. With the news in detail, I am Troy Gill. A young woman has died after sustaining third-degree burns in a house fire in St. George. MTV News visited the area and spoke with an eyewitness.
On Monday night, a devastating house fire in Montu, St. George, resulted in the loss of a young woman's life. Identified as Renee Marichaux, the victim suffered third-degree burns during the blaze, which occurred last Thursday. According to one eyewitness, Marichaux was alone in the house at the time of the fire.
The morning I was in my house and I was choking a tablet I have, and all of a sudden the other neighbor driving in the yard, and then I hear the other one calling him and saying, "Hey Neil, I need help, come on," So I was like, "Oh, that sounds so suspicious." So when I come out of my veranda and watch, all I just seen is black smoke.
He reported seeing her leaving the residence in a severely burnt and distressed state, crying as she exited the building.
The other guy, grabbed the hose and go spraying water. And while he's spraying the water, I noticed the same young lady crawling out from where she normally be, crawling on the ground, like when they're in the army and you're training, they're like that. And well, they trying to hold the fire and everything, and then she get up and try to walk out by the same gate there. And the condition wasn't nice. The condition wasn't nice at all. She whole entire body. And she come out with real pain. She start groaning. And then she try coming out the gate, and I tell them, no, let she come out. So get her sheet and they wrap around her because she, was outside. So.
Despite the gravity of the situation, emergency services, including the ambulance and fire truck, arrived approximately half an hour after the incident was reported.
And studying she was in a lot of pain walking around, and you could see all she flesh and she body, coming off because she get bone real bad. All on that she foot, she head, everything. So skin like falling off her she body. It was after the fire truck came, then the in-law put her into the vehicle and then they bring her to the hospital. Okay, they say that they call the ambulance, but I don't know if they was taking too long or what, I don't know. Yeah, I can make keep on life support for some days. And Monday, yesterday, they may call all the family and whatever and make a decision. And they say she ain't responding at all.
Marichaux was placed on life support for several days before succumbing to her injuries.
On the 8th of this month, there was a fire at Montu, St. George's, where a fire crew from this department responded. On arrival, they observed that there is a two-structure apartment was on fire. Subsequently, there was a young lady in that building. She was removed and she was subsequently taken to the general hospital for medical treatment.
The community of Montu mourns the loss of a young life as investigations into the cause of the fire continue. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
The opposition New National Party continued to refute claims that $10,000 was disbursed to opposition MPs to be used as part of the independence celebrations, labeling the statements as unfortunate. More in this report.
Tensions escalate following statements made by Creative Director of the National Organizing Committee, Orlando Romaine, during a press conference last Friday. Romaine asserted that government had indeed disbursed the allocated $10,000 to opposition MPs for use in the 50th independence celebrations. However, opposition MP Honorable Eminent Pear continues to refute these claims, labeling them as unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate that any member of the government or any person associated or affiliated with the government would try to give the impression that we received $10,000 from the government. Until today, no member has received such monies. And I think it's very important that people are aware of what the facts are.
According to PAIR, 2 weeks prior to the celebrations, they received a verbal communication from their party office indicating government's intention to allocate $10,000 to each opposition MP for constituency initiatives related to the independence celebrations. However, PAIR insists that this informal approach lacked proper procedure and awaits official confirmation from government.
Of course, we were very perturbed by this. One, the format of the communication. Two, where the communication was coming from. We believe something like this needs to be formalized. As a matter of fact, we would prefer to have an official correspondence from the Ministry of Finance, from the Parliament, even from the chair of the National Organizing Committee for something as important as this, something as sensitive as this, but not just indicating that these monies are available, but also how the monies are to be used, how they are to be accounted for, the system that is going to be in place for such. And as I said, the looseness in which the information was communicated concerned us to the point that we called an emergency meeting.
PAIR further emphasized that based on observation, sufficient funds have already been spent on independence decorations. As a result, they have decided to redirect the allocated funds towards more meaningful projects once it becomes available.
So we await official information as it relates to that. We have already met and we have determined that we believe we have seen sufficiently in terms of wastage of resources. And I don't want to go into any detail on this. And so we took a policy position that we were not going to be doing any beautification. Whatever we are going to do, and the time did not permit 2 weeks before the independence celebration, but whatever we were going to do was going to be after the independence celebration. And definitely it is going to be something where people can benefit directly.
During Friday's press conference, Romain stated that all opposition MPs had access to the funds. However, he will investigate whether the money was indeed accessed and utilized. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
In investigating the process of accessing funds available to parliamentary representatives, MTV News was reliably informed that funds allocated for constituency use can be accessed through the submission of invoices not surpassing 10,000 EC dollars to the National Organizing Committee, after which payments will be made. 10-year-old Chelsea Cello Patrice is the 2024 Carriacou Foundation Kids Soca Monarch. She sang past 9 finalists to claim the coveted title on February 4th at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground, Carriacou. Caleb Flavany has more.
Cello dethroned the reigning Kids Monarch and Kayak Mass Road March King, Nathan Technical Dick, with her dynamic performance of Hello Hello. Speaking to MTV News via telephone, Cello shared her experience in participating in this year's competition.
The experience was fun, exciting, enjoyable, and knowledgeable.
Cello, who is originally from Bayalo, started singing in 2023, but her desire to compete sparked in 2024. She paid homage to Jason and John James, organizers of the event.
Dash was the most inspirational artist for me. It was fun and it was a wonderful experience to work with John and James.
She gave some words of encouragement to creatives who may be skeptical about releasing a project.
Don't be afraid, be comfortable. You will be great.
Carriacou's Foundation Kids Soca Monarch was founded by John James, creative director of Palm Tree Vibes, and his brother Jason Expert Production James in 2023. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
Livestock farmers are gearing up to participate in a livestock management workshop aimed at bolstering animal production, increasing food security, and promoting climate-smart agricultural practices. More in this report.
The Ministry of Agriculture, in partnership with the Climate Smart and Rural Enterprise Project, is set to host a comprehensive 2-day training session on livestock management. This activity is scheduled to take place at the Ministry's Southern District Office in Lasaja, St. David. Designed to equip participants with essential knowledge and skills, the training will delve into critical areas to increase and enhance livestock production. Coordinator at SIAP is Kenley Edwards.
So SIAP has organized a consultancy through Dr. Bowen Louison, retired livestock person that was once attached to the Ministry of Agriculture, to conduct 2 days of training for livestock farmers in Grenada. The training will be held on Thursday, February 15th, and Friday, February 16th, at the Lasajas District Office opposite the Chinese Agricultural Mission. The training encompasses both a theoretical and a practical.
According to Edwards, the initiative aims to empower farmers to enhance production efficiency, thereby contributing to bolstering food security in the region.
So it is important that farmers utilize this training, one, to enhance their production. With food security, we want to make sure that the animals, it has grown healthy. So you'll be getting ideas as to breed selection, what are the proper breeds to have in Grenada based on our climatic conditions, so that the animals will be able to grow properly. So they'll be exposed to nutrition and feeding to ensure that the animals get the right feed so that they could grow healthy, they could be prolific, and that they basically could produce what the farmer needs.
The training underscores a commitment to fostering climate-smart agricultural practices by integrating principles of sustainability and resilience into livestock management strategies.
With the advent of climate change, it is also important that the farmers take care of the animals, because heat has a negative effect on animals if they are not housed properly. So part of the training will be speaking on the proper housing, how to construct your housing unit so that the animals do not go through undue stress, because heat stress do affects how the animals grow. It may affect their nutrition intake, affect their health, and this in turn will affect their productivity. So it's an all-inclusive, holistic training that we are asking our farmers to participate in, to be part of, so that they can take advantage of this free training that is being conducted by SIAP.
Edwards affirms that as they continue to roll out these sessions, stakeholders are poised to cultivate a more resilient and productive agricultural sector, ultimately benefiting farmers and consumers. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akil Aberdeen.
Grenada leads the Caribbean Small Island Developing States in an agricultural innovation with the Soil Care Project, an initiative that has made strides in soil management, pilot programs, and climate-smart agriculture training, bolstering the nation's resilience and youth engagement in farming. We get more in this report. Through support from the Caribbean Small Island Developing States, or SIDS, Multi-Country Soil Management Initiative for Integrated Landscape Restoration and Climate Resilient Food Systems, or Soil Care, Grenada is expected to have several digital maps that distinguishes its soil properties. The project, which was launched in March 2023, saw over 100 soil samples collected locally, the surveying of 5 intervention sites for pilot programs, and the training of over 35 extension officers to look at climate-smart agriculture by using the Climate-Smart Agriculture Compliance tool. The project also includes support for Grenada's Produce Chemist Laboratory by enhancing its soil testing capability. Project manager for the Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management is Trevor Thompson.
That the soils information will be helpful in making policy decisions. For example, where is the best place to put a hotel? Is that soil stable enough for a building of a certain size? So it will be able to use for road construction, bridge construction, help with environmental impact assessments for major projects, but also be able to advise in this area of climate smart and climate change, where whether the soil is stable, where it's susceptible to landslides, land slippage, etc., based on heavy rainfall.
With Grenada being among the first of the participating countries to conduct and complete their soil survey last year, its digital map is expected as early as April 2024.
For Grenada, we were one of the first countries to be sampled, so we are ahead of most of the other countries. So we're looking at most likely April to have a first product, a first map product to show, to display, to present to the ministers, etc., so that they can see what the overall product will look like. Because that will be put into a Caribbean soil information system where the public will be able to go and view the soils map, so they could look at nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, etc., maps for Grenada.
Thompson says that this project also provides an opportunity for young people to get involved and pursue careers in agriculture.
Under this project, we are awarding 5 scholarships. So we'll have 5 additional soil scientists in the Caribbean. Right? Hopefully Grenada may have 1 person, we hope, when the process is finished. Also, the issue of digital transformation, taking the data to a level where it can be easily accessible on your smartphone, on your tablets, etc. So one of the products we may produce may be an app, a soils app for Grenada.
That's the first segment of news. More news when we come back.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes I can. Whenever you're in need, yes you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, to light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Nexa, 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 right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
If I take time and I write down all the things that I love on my island.
50 is not just a number. It's truly a special occasion, a golden jubilee.
Not only does it mark half a century of Grenada being an independent country,
it also commemorates
memories of our journey,
achievements of our people,
and adversities shared by our nation.
From the Grenville Service Center of the National Lotteries Authority.
Happy Independence, Grenada!
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 that them make a order them man. Me a 38 man. But you man 92. Yeah. Yeah. You the number 1 rum man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Ah, yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
The story of Grenada is the story of Co-op Bank. A story of humble beginnings, steady progress, persistence, and people. Grenadian people making things possible. This 50th year of independence is special, and we want to help you make it memorable. Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Take advantage of 100% financing to buy land, purchase, or build your home, or make those home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, and low interest rates. Drive into 50 and beyond with 100% financing on new vehicles and get 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you. Celebrate Grenada. Make this year one to truly remember with special financing from Co-op Bank. We're the Bank of Grenada and the bank for Grenadians. Visit our website for more information and apply for financing today.
Welcome home.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Sweet Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Love it, sing, happy birthday, sweet Grenada.
Secure your financial future with Ariza's limited time $50,000 loan offer and join the 50 Chairs celebration. Application is easy, approval quick, interest rates competitive, and repayment options flexible. Apply now. Visit any of our branches located at Bruce Street, St. George, Grenville, Grand Anse, and Carriacou, or call 440 more information. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
Welcome back. The Girl Guides Association of Grenada embarks on their Rose for a Home fundraiser for the construction of a guide's hut. MTV's Kayla Flavini spoke with Girl Guides President Deborah Bavagems on Tuesday and files this report.
The goal is to sell 1,000 fresh roses by February 20th, with funds going toward the construction of a guide's hut in Mitchell Lane, St. George. President of the Girl Guides Association of Grenada, Deborah Bavagems, says Rose for a Home project is the association's way of capitalizing on Valentine's observance.
Our office was located on Lucas Street, just by the Heinze School, and we had to relocate. We were given notice, and now we are nowhere. We don't have an office anymore, and this is also one venture in helping us to raise funds for our new guides hut at Mitchell's Lane in St. George's.
The Girl Guides Association of Grenada has been without a permanent head office since September 2004. Members were temporarily housed on Church Street, St. George. However, they were given notice to relocate in 2023. Rose for a Home presents customers with a choice between 4 types of roses: Freedom Red, Pink Mondial, White Polar Star, and Britain Yellow. Sold single for EC $25 and an extra cost for arranged bouquets. Orders can be placed via WhatsApp at 415-3244 and can be made available for pickup or delivery at a subcharge.
Orders for our roses can be online or via telephone number 415-3244, or you can come down to the computer store. We're just in front of the computer store in Grand Anse, Spice Mall. We're also at the Esplanade Mall in St. George's. We're at the Grenville bus terminal, and you can make your orders just $25. Let us have a home.
According to President Bavakims, the fundraiser also coincides with their mission to empower young women. Thus, the person, unit, or group with the most sales will be put in the Hall of Fame at their Future Guides hut.
We do have an award going out where the person that sells the most roses will be on our tile on the Hall of Fame for our new Guides hut. That will be placed with the name of that person who sells the most roses. And we're looking forward to our Brownies, Girl Guides, Rangers, young leaders to participate, and even our business community. We look forward to your support as well.
The Girl Guides Association of Grenada is a non-profit organization comprising of Rainbows, Brownies, Girl Guides, and Rangers for the past 99 years. For MTV News, Kayla Flavaney.
Prime Minister the Honorable Dickon Mitchell left the state today to attend the 74th meeting of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Authority. The meeting will be convened in St. Kitts and Nevis from February 14th to the 15th, 2024, under the chairmanship of the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. Also attending the meeting will be Honorable Joseph Andel, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, and Mr. Aaron Moses, OECS Ambassador. The delegation is scheduled to return on Thursday, 15th February. Honorable Andy Williams, Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, will act as Prime Minister in the absence of Honorable Dickon Mitchell. Finally, in the local segment, we turn the spotlight on the Kiwanis Club of St. Andrew, a group of like-minded volunteers aiming to make a difference through a global service. Details in this report.
The Kiwanis Club of St. Andrew was established in 2017 and is part of the Eastern Canada and the Caribbean ECNC District, Division 27 Caribbean, and focuses on improving the lives of children and serving the community. Charter President of the Kiwanis Club of St. Andrew and Lieutenant Governor of the ECNC District is Diane Abel Jeffrey.
Division 27 Caribbean is comprised of clubs within Antigua, Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Grenada. So we've been involved in a lot of community projects at a local level.
According to Jeffrey, in addition to various local community projects, they are most known for 2 annual initiatives.
Proud of one is the Independence Baby. So that Independence Baby is something that we had started where we identify the first mother giving birth on Independence Day, and that mother will be given a basket of goodies for herself and for the child that she has given birth to. We also have our signature project. Our signature project is We Care, and we add whatever else after We Care. So we had a We Care March, we had a We Care Fun Day, and this year we're going to have another We Care Fun Day. So that Fun Day that we had the last time, we had it with the students of the School for Special Education in St. Andrew. And this time we are going to have it with the students in St. George's.
However, this year there were no births on Independence Day. She highlighted the club's dedication to supporting groups and clubs in different schools and persons in need.
Let me also speak about the SLPs, which is the service leadership programs of Kiwanis International. Service leadership programs involve students themselves leading themselves. So they have to be sponsored by a club, an adult club. However, they are the ones leading. So they have their own organization, they have their own bylaws, and they come up with their own activities, they do their own fundraising, they do their own reports and so on, and they execute their projects.
Persons interested in serving children and the community are encouraged to join the club by reaching out to any club members. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
That's the second segment of news. Stay with us.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Love we sing, happy birthday, sweet Grenada.
Secure your financial future with Ariza's limited time $50,000 loan offer and join the 50 Chairs celebration. Application is easy, approval quick, interest rates competitive, and repayment options flexible. Apply now. Visit any of our branches located at Bruce Street, St. George, Grenville, Grand Anse, and Carriacou, or call 440-1759 for more information. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
If I take time and I write down all the things that I love about my island.
The anniversary of our independence is a time to celebrate our nation's diversity and unity.
We are a country made up of people from similar walks of life, and we are united by a love for Grenada.
Let us come together
and build a better future for our country.
From the Human Resource and Finance Departments
of the National Lotteries Authority.
Happy 50th anniversary, Grenada!
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, so no. Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 let them make a hard day, man. Me a 38 day, man. But you are 92. Yeah. You the number 1 run, man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Class Good, the #1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for 2 at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Donna Sapanchu has this evening's regional roundup.
This is the regional roundup for today. I am Donessa Panchu. Haiti's renowned rum has become the newest victim of violent gangs vying to control a growing number of businesses and territory in the troubled Caribbean nation. A company statement on Sunday said at least 19 acres of sugarcane fields were torched in recent days as rival gangs fought near the Babancourt distillery in the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince. Haitian's rum is considered one of the country's most popular exports. The number of acres burned will cover more than 4 soccer fields, but Babancourt officials stressed the lost fields would not affect production. The company's foundation, however, said it would temporarily stop distributing free potable water, providing medical care, and offering the use of football fields and basketball courts in order to protect the safety of its employees. Another estimated 300 gang members also were killed or injured last month. Meanwhile, gang violence continues unabated. In Puerto Rico, police confirmed that 4 people were killed and 5 others were in critical condition after a drive-by shooting at a street-side bar. According to a report from the Associated Press, authorities believe the shooting is connected to drug trafficking. It is reported that unknown suspects in a moving car opened fire, killing 2 men and 2 women, while 3 women and 2 men were hospitalized. Authorities said a 35-year-old suspected drug dealer who died in the incident appeared to be the target. No one has been arrested. Consuming alcohol during funeral processions or at cemeteries in St. Vincent and the Grenadines will soon be regulated, as Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves said the government will bring legislation to Parliament next week to bring order to the burial process. Speaking on NCB Radio St. Vincent and the Grenadines this morning, Gonsalves said the behavior of some mourners is becoming out of hand. Additionally, the Prime Minister said parliamentarians will also consider legislation on increasing penalties for gun and ammunition crimes, court reporting, and sexual offenses. And finally, in the regional roundup, a former Antigua and Barbuda Olympian and long-term track coach who used his status to abuse young boys will spend what the judge said would be probably a life sentence after he pleaded guilty to 12 counts of indecent assault and battery on a child over 14 years. In addition, Conrad Manwaring, who was a hurdler for Antigua and Barbuda in the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal, also pleaded guilty to 4 counts of indecent assault and battery on a child under 14. The charges involved 9 male victims. The Berkshire Superior Court was told that the 72-year-old Los Angeles resident sexually molested young boys at a sports camp in Western Massachusetts in the 1970s. He faces up to 11 years in jail. Manwaring is said to have leveraged his Olympic credentials as part of a grooming technique used on boys attending Camp Greylock, making them believe that the sexual assault would make them better athletes. He molested campers from 1975 to 1979 while working as a counselor at Camp Greylock in Beckett. And that's it for this evening's regional roundup. I am Donessa Panchu.
This is the MTV Evening News. More news when we come back.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
The story of Grenada is the story of Quab Bank. A story of humble beginnings, steady progress, persistence, and people. Grenadian people, making things possible. This 50th year of independence is special, and we want to help you make it memorable. Bank on a bright future with Quab Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Take advantage of 100% financing to buy land, purchase, or build your home, or make those home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, and low interest rates. Drive into 50 and beyond with 100% financing on new vehicles and get 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you. Celebrate Grenada. Make this year one to truly remember with special financing from Co-op Bank. We're the Bank of Grenada and the bank for Grenadians. Visit our website for more information and apply for financing today.
Welcome home. If I take time and I write down all the things that I love about my island.
As we celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence, let's not only put up the colors of our flags,
but do deeds that show how much we care about our country.
Yeah, nation flags always fly high and always remain united and free.
From the St. George's Service Center
of the National Lotteries Authority.
Happy 50th anniversary of independence, Grenada.
We've grown how far we've run. 50 years we strong and more to come.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Embrace a unique union of love and reflection this 14th of February. On Valentine's Day, let us embrace the introspective journey of Ash Wednesday, a day to pause, reflect, and to mark the beginning of Lent. Share moments of both love and introspection, finding beauty in the balance. Join us on this dual celebration where the ashes on our foreheads symbolize not just repentance, but a commitment to love, compassion, and self-discovery. This Valentine's Day, let your heart beat to the rhythm of both romantic love and spiritual reflection.
Grenada will face St. Lucia in Windward Island Cricket Final. That story and more coming up in sports.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Courts, bringing value home.
Make your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Now here is Akela Abdeen with this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. The Lucians and Spice Islanders Grenada will fight for first place when they face off in the next round in the Windward Island Cricket Tournament on Wednesday at Lasages. Dominica and St. Vincent face off defeat on Monday and will battle each other for the third place qualification spot when they face off at Progress Park on Wednesday. Grenada defeated Dominica on Monday at Lasages St. David. Batting first in a game reduced to 31 over because of rain, Paul Etienne led Dominica from the front with 60 to take her team to a competitive 149 in the allotted overs. Karena Noel and Brittany Pascal both earned 2 wickets to their name for Grenada. MTV News was at Lasages and spoke to the captain of the Dominica national team, Paul Etienne.
Well, my team in Dominica right now, as you can see, is a pretty young team. So we're just trying to recruit as much as play and give them the exposure so they can go there and know what it is to play a different level of cricket. Well, basically, we're looking at her for her to get selected for the under-19. So, like I said earlier on, as much as we can expose them with the few games we have would be a good opportunity for them.
Head coach of the Grenada national team is Troy George. He spoke of his team's achievements and preparation for the final against St. Lucia.
You know, there's always room for improvement. It was a little bit late. We had some, little headaches, issues and stuff, but I think the ladies had some prepared preparation with Miss Edgar and Afia up St. Andrews. I think that would have helped them to be in the position that we are in now. Yeah, well, St. David's has always been a good surface for cricket. It has been a good surface for batting. Bowlers get a little bit of effort if they put it in, and this should be a good game for cricket. Yeah, well, we have good confidence. Yesterday, as you saw, the batting, everyone chipped in. We got up to 270. We still could have gotten more if we would have run, between the wickets a little better. And hopefully today, the captain and the upper order batsmen could, really rally, depending on how much Dominica gets, and we can reach that total.
MTV News also spoke to the manager of the Grenada national team.
Well, we are confident. We never really go into a game and not confident of what you're doing. So the ladies are confident. They are there out there, and I know they will do their best to come out victorious. Well, we count in our chances. We know that we have St. Lucia, which is one of the stronger teams in the competition. Still, you cannot overlook the other teams because you cannot underestimate any player or any team. So at least we are going there to do our best, and hopefully that we will come out victorious.
The resurfacing of the main track at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium is 100% complete, with the anticipation that major local athletic events will be held there prior to the 2024 Carifta Games. Coordinator of Sports, Colin Peters, says track marking should begin next week to allow for team trainings and hosting of local track meets.
We are here this morning with the contractor that is responsible for resurfacing the track, and I'm pleased to see that we are 100% complete with the track, with the resurfacing of the track. We have the long jump in 2 areas to complete. Today they are looking at the settlement of water in certain area. The team will be here for the rest of the week to see what adjustment and what assessment they need to do for if any correction or anything needs to be done. As you spoke this morning, he told me that the marker or the surveyor that have to respond for marking the track will be in by next week, by the end of the week, and they call it next week. And that process should take about 4 days, so we are looking forward to having our national championship, our primary school sports, our intercall games. All the games should be ready to host the event.
Andre Russell and Shafane Rutherford smashed half centuries in a record-breaking 6th wicket stand to propel the West Indies to a 37-run consolation win over Australia in the third and final 2020 match on Tuesday. Russell destroyed the pace and spin of Adam Zampa late in the innings to score 71 off just 29 balls, while Rutherford contributed 67 of 40 deliveries as West Indies posted 220 for 6 after winning the toss and electing to bat. David Warner briefly kept Australia in the hunt for a 3-for-0 sweep in the series with 81 of 49 balls before the home team faltered against off-spinner Roston Chase and was restricted to 183 for 5. Chase, one of the 2 changes West Indies made for the final game, derailed Australia's pursuit with the wickets of Warner and Josh Inglis in 1 over to end up with 2 for 19. Marsh is quoted as saying, quote, "Thought we were in a great position, went for the kill to try and get a few more wickets," end quote. Marsh said, "We were on the wrong end of it. Fair play to the West Indies." That's all in today's sports. I am Akil Aberdeen.
That's the sports, the weather, and a recap of the headlines when we come back.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
Good Tuesday evening, viewers. Once again with the nighttime weather forecast, the meteorologist Wayne Williams. Sunny, slightly hazy and very windy conditions dominated the weather throughout the Eastern Caribbean today. A bit of clouds over the mostly the Leeward Islands brought 1 or 2 very brief showers there, but our area did not experience any of that. The haze has not as dense as before, but we still do have some of it remaining, and we can expect that to continue through to the end of the week. Trough line over western Cuba is going to bring some showers to that area also. But the Atlantic, some patches of low-level moisture, those would dissipate as they approach the islands. So we can expect this fair weather we're experiencing right now to continue for a few days. As I said, some patches of low-level clouds, most of them over the northern islands, mostly just off to the northeast of most of the islands. Nothing major in our area. The usual very shallow cloud around now at this time of the year, so we can expect fair weather for the next week or so. The forecast for Tuesday night, mostly fair and windy skies, just about a 20 to 30% chance of some very brief sprinkles early in the night. We would see some early cloudiness that would dissipate as the night goes on. Easterly winds between 10 and 22 miles per hour. Minimum temperature around 24. The moon is going to set at a minute past 10 tonight, and it's going to rise at 8 minutes past 10 on Wednesday. Mostly sunny and slightly hazy conditions on Wednesday. Winds remain easterly between 12 and 24 miles per hour with some possibility of occasional higher gusts. Choppy seas, 5 to 7 foot waves in open waters. Extreme caution is advised if you have to venture far from port. Sunrise 6:29, sunset 6:13. The max will climb to 30 and feel like 37. The UV index on Wednesday, moderate. Lots of sunshine and slight haze in both Port of Spain and Bridgetown. Fair skies in Kingston. They could see a bit of clouds around that area. Partly cloudy in Miami, sunny and cool in New York, light rain in London. Here at home, stable conditions over the Eastern Caribbean would continue to bring mostly fair skies. Possibility of a slight increase in cloudiness at the start of the next work week from around Monday, Tuesday, but wouldn't make much of a difference in the weather that we're experiencing right now. That is it for me for Tuesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Wednesday.
Now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Montu woman dies from third-degree burns. Opposition MPs deny receiving funds from government. Girl Guides embark on a Rose for a Home project. And in sports, Grenada will face St. Lucia in Windward Island Cricket Final. On behalf of the news and the production departments, I am Troy Gill. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's the sound that's everlasting. There's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, yes. And do you hear? You want so much more than what you know. 'Cause even through your struggles, you never turn your lights down, you always glow. Oh. And when your dreams are fading, stay focused, 'cause I believe in you. When you feel alone and tired, be patient, 'cause I will see you through. Brighter days are coming.
Dalton Bernard Langdon, also known as the Book and Big Stone of Annandale St. George, passed away on Saturday, 6th January 2024 at the age of 93. He was the husband of Catherine Langdon, also known as Aimor, father of Matthew, Victor, Hilary, Phyllis and Pearl Francisco in St. Martin, Jocelyn Langdon in the USA, Leslie Langdon, also known as Mark, Christopher Langdon, also known as Fathead, Ugelta Langdon, Donna Langdon Bailey, and Justin Roberts in Grenada. Grandfather of 24, including Ava Antwine, Lyndon Langdon, Loretta Wigley, Jajiska Andrew, Tamala Francisco, Kerry Langdon, Jennifer Langdon, Ravon Bailey, and Zavion Langdon. great-grandfather of many. Father-in-law of Caroline Langdon, Inacio Francisco, Raphael Bailey, and Augustine Ramirez. Brother of Pastor Mackenzie in Grenada and Brenda Langdon in England. Brother-in-law of Judy and Cynthia Haywood Langdon. Uncle of many. Godfather of Joseph Pebbles Williams. Many other relatives and close friends, including Aaron Epper Williams, Yolande and Jocelyn Williams and family, Margaret Gooding and family, William Crow, the Thomas family of Belmont, Oran and Marva Modeste and family, Jeremiah Gray, Debbie Francis, Kathy Vitt Jelizo and family, Tavi McPhee, Ricky Amede, members of the Seamen and Waterfront Workers Union, the staff of Grenada Ports Authority, and friends and neighbors of Willis, Annandale, New Hampshire, and Vendham. The funeral service for the late Dalton Bernard Langdon, also known as the Book and Big Stone of Annandale St. George, will take place on Thursday, February 15th at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Church Street, St. George's, and entombment will be at the St. George's Center Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Tyrone Noel, also known as Ronnie, and Pompies of Paradise St. Andrew, who resided at Telescope St. Andrew, died on Friday, 19th January, at the age of 63. He was a brother of Patsy, also known as Wilma, Kenlis Noel, Anne-Marie, also known as Lovin, Dandelion, and Sherry resided in the USA. 3 daughters, Shalina of Telescope, Lynn of Subies, and Cathy of Cook Hill Road. 17 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren. Many cousins including Ian residing in the USA and Stevie of Paradise. Many nieces and nephews. 1 aunt, Althea Noel. 1 uncle, Raymond, better known as Thomas. Many other relatives and friends including Molly from Seamoon, Tito from Sugar Hill, Desmond Sampson and family, Miss Clover St. Clair from Canal, the Mason family from Mackay, Noel family of Seamoon, Paradise and Mackay, the Mack family of Telescope, Kathleen and family of Mackay, many other relatives and friends from Telescope, Paradise, Seamoon, Ford, and others too numerous to mention. The funeral service of the late Tyrone Noel, also known as Ronnie and Pompies of Paradise St. Andrew, who resided at Telescope St. Andrew, will be held on Thursday, 15th February at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grenville Lighthouse Church, followed by interment at the Grand Brass Cemetery, St. Andrew. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Muriel Jeremiah née Frank, also known as Ven, and Miss Jerry of Dudmar St. David, entered into rest on Monday 29th January 2024 at the age of 91. She was the mother of Emerson Jeremiah, Jesse Paisady and Sarah Jeremiah in Grenada, Keith Jeremiah in Canada, Michael Jeremiah in the Cayman Islands, and Jude Jeremiah in St. Kitts. Grandmother of 13, great-grandmother of 1, mother-in-law of Carla and Rita Jeremiah, and Corcelia St. Louis Jeremiah and Patrick Paisady. Sister-in-law of Sarah, Veronica, and Joseph Jeremiah in the USA. Many nieces and nephews. Many relatives and close friends, including the pastor and members of the Malmont Berean Bible Church, and friends and neighbors of Dudmar, Vincennes, and Syracuse St. David. The funeral of the late Muriel Jeremiah née Frank, also known as Ven or Miss Jerry, of Dudmar St. David, will take place on Friday, February 16th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Berean Bible Church, Lucas Street, St. George's, and entombment will be at the St. George's Center Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Cynthia Steele Corion, also known as Pinks of Hermitage Carriacou, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, passed away on Thursday, January 11th, 2024, at the age of 86. She was the adopted mother of Leslie, sister of Kervin, Winston, and Bernadette, aunt of Bernadette, Simon, Yisan, Christine, Ian, Kevin, Vince, Sean, and Kurt, grand aunt of Ben, Sam, Ella, Joe, Maya, Hans, Renee, Danielle, Stella, and Alexis, sister-in-law of Hilda, Velda, and Dana. Other relatives and friends including the Alexis and Steele families, and others too numerous to mention. The funeral of the late Catherine Steele Corian, also known as Pinks, of Hermitage Carriacou, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, will take place on Friday, February 16th at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Patrick Roman Catholic Church, Hillsborough, Carriacou, and entombment will be at the Alexis Family Cemetery, Belmont, Carriacou. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Una Celestine née Mitchell of Café Crochu St. Andrew, who resided in the USA, passed away on Tuesday, 9th January 2024, at the age of 54. She was the beloved wife of Robert Celestine, mother of Jeremy, Victoria, and Olivia Celestine, grandmother of Naomi and Royce, daughter of Carmen Mitchell of Café Crochu St. Andrew, sister of Dessa Fleming, Molly Maddock, Crispin, Hilarious, Ernest, Augustus, and Wayne Mitchell, sister-in-law of Phyllis, Maureen, Fitzroy, Brenda, Suzanne, Paula, Junior and Yolande Celestine, Clarence Fleming, Winston Maddock, Ellen Thomas, Brenda and Cheryl Mitchell, Chelsea Labossiere, and Natalie Mitchell. Many nieces and nephews, including Kellen Batiste. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends, including the Mitchell and Celestine families, and friends and neighbors of Café Crochu St. Andrew and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Una Celestine née Mitchell of Café Crochu St. Andrew, who resided in the USA, will take place on Friday, 16th February at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Martin de Porres Roman Catholic Church, Crochu St. Andrew, and interment will be at the Churchyard Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Joseph Delisle, also known as Trini, of Patterson Street, Carriacou, who resided at Belmont St. George, passed away on Thursday, 25th January 2024, at the age of 79. Left to mourn are his caregivers, Judith Menz in the USA, Val Jerome, and Doris Gulston. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends, including Beryl Joseph in England, Nurse Donette Blair, Alistair Joseph, Claire Gabriel, the Gulston family of Hopevale, the Jerome family in Carriacou, the Dockmen in Trinidad and Grenada, Suey, Dennis and Russell, the management and staff of the Richmond home, and friends and neighbors of Carriacou, Hopevale, Belmont, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Joseph Delisle, also known as Trini, of Patterson Street, Carriacou, who resided at Belmont St. George, will take place on Friday, 16th February at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Anglican rites, and interment will be at the St. George's Center Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Cheryl Octave Joseph née Blake of Diego Martin, Trinidad, who resided at Hillcrest Drive, True Blue, St. George, an employee of Sagicor Life Eastern Caribbean Inc., passed away on Sunday, 7th January 2024 in the USA, at the age of 55. She was the wife of Lauriston Larry Joseph, mother of Keegan Joseph, sister of Nicole in the USA, Leandra, Dion, and Felix in Trinidad. Several aunts and uncles in Trinidad and the USA, including Auntie Cynthia. Several nieces and nephews in Trinidad, Grenada, and the USA. Daughter-in-law of Claire Joseph. Sister-in-law of Brandon and Anthony in the USA, Cheryl Ann and Stephen in Grenada, and Hilda in Canada. Other relatives and close friends in the USA, Trinidad, and Grenada, including Hermione Ned, Sharon Duncan, the management and staff of Sagicor Life Eastern Caribbean Inc., and friends and neighbors of True Blue St. George. The funeral of the late Cheryl Octave Joseph of Diego Martin, Trinidad, who resided at Hillcrest Drive, True Blue St. George, will take place on Friday, 16th February at 9:30 a.m. Funeral service will be held at the Blessed Sacrament Roman Catholic Church, Grand Anse, St. George, and entombment will be at the Grand Anse Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Rebecca Cynthia Antoine, also known as Cynthia, of Central Grove Estate, St. John, who resided in Montreal, Canada, passed away on Sunday, 7th January 2024 at the age of 78. She was the wife of Alfred Filbert, mother of Deborah Gracelyn Francis, Leslie Antoine, Stanford Antoine, and Judy Antoine, sister of Pearl in the UK, Christine and Ingrid in Canada, and Thaddeus, grandmother of 14, including Colson Francis, Karen McPhail, Akeda Antoine, Tracy Francis, Kevin Francis, Kamisha Francis, Lisa Antoine, Carissa Antoine, Crystal Francis, Kiana Antoine, and Stanny Antoine, great-grandmother of Trayshawn, Kirby, Katira, Aidan, and Zephaniah, aunt of many including Inez Jenkins, Stephen St. Louis, Otley Lee, Betty Lee, and Akabi Lee, mother-in-law of Carlisle Francis, Rawlings Edwards, Louise Antoine, and Lynette Antoine. Other relatives and close friends including Mona, Yvonne and Joan in Canada, Tathian, Tika of Moran, Tyrrell Dabrio, Wesley James, Dotica Elias, also known as Tanti Poon, and Vicklin, Sanderson of Grove Estate, Stanley Perez of Grand Roy, the Lee family of Douglaston, and friends and neighbors of Central Grove Estate and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Rebecca Cynthia Antoine, also known as Cynthia, of Central Grove Estate, St. John, who resided in Montreal, Canada, will take place on Monday, 19th February at 11 a.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Peter's Roman Catholic Church, Grove, followed by cremation. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. Joseph Carlton Ross, also known as Mr. Ross, Uncle Ross, and Super, of the Greens, St. Paul, St. George, passed away on Wednesday, 31st January 2024 at the age of 90. He was the loving father of Matthew Joseph, Joycelyn Thompson, and Diana Campbell, father-in-law of Paulette and Marva Ross, Conrad Thompson, and Seth Campbell, grandfather of Anika, Gemma, Letitia, Joseph, Nadia and baby Joseph, Matthew, Rihanna, Tishai, Jonah, and Hayden, great-grandfather of 8. Many nieces, nephews, cousins, and family in Grenada and abroad, including George Ross, Dalton and Bernard Duncan, the Ross, Daniel, Lewis, Sward, Stewart, Belfon, McChair, Pascal, Batiste, Alexis, Thompson, Smith, King, and Campbell families. Many close friends in Grenada and abroad, including the Decoto, Joseph, Cuffy, Cummings, James, Noel, Lacroix, Alexander, Rennick, Edgehill, Cobb, Johnson, Mason, Robinson, Jones, Fletcher, Caliste, Aldridge, Donald, LaPompe, Celestine, Hanny, Simon, Phillips, Purcell, Toussaint, Williams, and Wise families, the business community, and friends and neighbors of St. Paul's and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Joseph Carlton Ross, also known as Mr. Ross, Uncle Ross, and Super, of the Greens, St. Paul, St. George, will take place on Monday, 19th February at 11 a.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Paul's Catholic Church, and entombment will be at the Crowshoe Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. Nelsia Cecilia Scott of Springs, St. George, who resided at Hayes, England, passed away on Wednesday, 10th January 2024 in England at the age of 87. She was the sister of Thaddeus Williams, aunt of Margaret, Angela, Veronica, Montgomery, Roll, Betty, Nigel, Garvin, Sheldon, Donna, Hinkson, Neil, Wayne and Stephen Williams, and Wayne Morris. Grandaunt of Maria, Michelle, Michael, Roseanne, Roxanne, Antoinette, Lystra, Atiba, Diamond, Stefan, Stephanie, Devon, Paul, Angus, Damien, Chantel, Tiara, Marlon, and Germaine. Many cousins, other relatives, and close friends, including Rose Julian, Betty Huggins, Geraldine Williams, Andrew Frederick, Sammy and family, and friends and neighbors in England, Springs, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Nelsia Cecilia Scott of Springs, St. George, who resided in Hayes, England, will take place on Monday, 19th February at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Springs Open Bible Church, St. George, and interment will be at the Family Cemetery, Springs. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Terence Roberts, also known as Beggs of Grandance, who resided at Grand Mall, St. George, Vice President of the Customs Brokers Association and partner in Bi-Caribbean Shipping and Brokerage, passed away on Saturday, 3rd February 2024 at the age of 65. He was the husband of Agatha Roberts, father of Rhea Cyrus, stepfather of Avril Morton, brother of Rhonda, Maureen, Nicole, Sherry, Joan, Caroline, Leslie Ann, Jenny, Ray, Douglas, Danny, Londa, Kelvin, and Nelson, grandfather of Omari Cyrus and Quentin Morton, father-in-law of Leon Nelson and Delroy Morton, nephew of Denise Chen, Edward and Sonny St. Louis, uncle of many, brother-in-law of Rose, Mike Paulson, Roll Matthew, Julian Bonaparte, and Alistair. Many other relatives and friends, including his business partners, Jocelyn Williams and family, the Roberts, St. Louis, Dubiset, and Bell families of Grandance, the Cyrus family, Val Johnson and family, Joseph Gilbert and family, Linda and Nicole Lewis, John Roberts and family, Jimmy Perrott and family, James Roberts and family, Leslie Ann and Randy, the boys by the shop at Grand Mall, Cheryl Ashton and family, Dale Vincent and family, Keith Banfield and family, and friends and neighbors of Grand Mall, Grandance, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Terence Roberts, also known as Beggs, of Grandance, who resided at Grand Mall, St. George, will take place on Tuesday, February 20th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Blessed Assurance Catholic Church, Grandance, St. George, and interment will be at the Grandance Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Eslyn Bristol, also known as Eslyn Agnes Benjamin of Pearl St. Andrew, who resided in the United Kingdom, passed away on Friday, 5th January 2024 in the UK. She was the mother of Leslie, Deslin, also known as Kimosha, and Imran, also known as Ishmael, and Bristol Benjamin, all in the United Kingdom. Grandmother of 10, including Kia Starr McKay, Tia Benjamin, and Tamara Barnett, all in the UK. Sister of Yvonne Sparks, Veronica Williams, and Anson in Grenada, and Esther Bristol in Canada. Many aunts and uncles, including Frederica Francis, Ina Bristol in the UK, Ruth Antoine in Canada, Gladys and Weston Aline in Grenada. Many nieces and nephews in the UK, Canada, the USA, and Grenada, including Denise Sparks, Keisha Bristol, Dion Thomas, Veron Bristol, Abigail, Beverly, Gary, Eon, Junior, Verol, Donnell, Margaret Aline, and Wendy. Many cousins, other relatives and friends, including Bernadette in the UK, Phyllis in Grenada, the Bristol family of Pearls and in Carriacou, the Aline family of Conference, the Sparks family of St. David, the Ramsey family of Seamoon and St. Patrick, the Lewis family of Paradise, and friends and family in the UK, Pearls, Paradise, Seamoon, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Eslyn Bristol, also known as Eslyn Agnes Benjamin of Pearl St. Andrew, who resided in the United Kingdom, will take place on Friday, 23rd February at 11:30 a.m. in the United Kingdom. Arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Antonia Maria Lewis of Byland St. Andrew passed away on Thursday, January 30th, 2024, at the age of 82. The funeral arrangements for the late Antonia Maria Lewis of Byland St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Maria Richard Collins of Victoria St. Mark, who resided at Moran St. John and in the USA, passed away on Friday, 9th February 2024, at the age of 90. The funeral arrangements for the late Maria Richard Collins of Victoria St. Mark, who resided at Moran St. John and in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Maureen Teresa Phillip, also known as Maureen Monroe, of Brazan St. George and Mount Granby St. John, passed away on Friday, 26th January 2024 in Canada, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Maureen Teresa Phillip, also known as Maureen Monroe of Brazan St. George and Mount Granby St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Rita Haynes of Creighton St. George passed away on Thursday, February 8th, 2024, at the age of 73. The funeral arrangements for the late Rita Haynes of Creighton St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Crofton Lett, also known as Papa and Burst Peas of Grand Mole St. George, died on Friday, February 9th, 2024, at the age of 79. The funeral arrangements for the late Crofton Lett, also known as Papa and Burst Peas of Grand Mole St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Marion St. Louis, also known as Love the Iron of Waltham St. Mark, died on Monday, 29th January 2024, at the age of 67. The funeral arrangements for the late Marion St. Louis, also known as Love the Iron of Waltham St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Stephen Francis, also known as Brother and Vincy of Monthorn St. Andrew, passed away on Tuesday, 6th February, at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late Stephen Francis, also known as Brother and Vincy of Monthorn St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Dennis Francis, also known as Chiney and Ching, of Apretooth St. David, passed away on Wednesday, 7th February 2024, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Dennis Francis, also known as Chiney and Ching, of Apretooth St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Desmond Williams of Harford Village St. Andrew passed away on Saturday, 27th January 2024, at the age of 57. The funeral arrangements for the late Desmond Williams of Harford Village St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Marva Pascal of Caliste St. George passed away on Tuesday, 30th January, at the age of 50. The funeral arrangements of the late Marva Pascal will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Edith Alexander, also known as Venice Swan of Mount Rodney St. Patrick, who resided in Aruba, passed away on Monday, 27th November 2023 in Aruba, at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Edith Alexander, also known as Venice Swan of Mount Rodney St. Patrick, who resided in Aruba, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Winifred Telesford née St. Cyr, also known as Teacher Winnie, and Sister T of Ladigue, who resided at Rivulet Lane, Grenville, St. Andrew, passed away on Sunday 28th January 2024 at the age of 91. The funeral arrangements for the late Winifred Telesford née St. Cyr of Ladigue, who resided at Rivulet Lane, Grenville, St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Clifton Joseph Griffith of Deerfoe Springs, St. George, passed away on Sunday 28th January 2024 at the age of 90. The funeral arrangements for the late Clifton Joseph Griffith of Deerfoe Springs, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Elovine Parchment of Lamode, St. George, passed away on Thursday, 18th January 2024 at the age of 72. The funeral arrangements for the late Elovine Parchment of Lamode, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Alstead William Alexis of Lothers Lane, St. George, passed away on Friday, 26th January 2024 at the age of 79. The funeral arrangements for the late Alstead William Alexis of Lothers Lane, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Mary Jerome of Waltham St. Mark, who resided at Montu St. George, passed away on Saturday, January 20th, 2024, at the age of 64. The funeral arrangements for the late Mary Jerome of Waltham St. Mark, who resided at Montu St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Clyde Grimes, also known as the Boss and Stoveman of Laborie St. George, passed away on Sunday 28th January 2024 at the age of 64. The funeral arrangements for the late Clyde Grimes, also known as the Boss and Stoveman of Laborie St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Stanley Grimes, also known as Battery Man of St. Paul, St. George, passed away on Saturday, January 20th, 2024. The funeral arrangements for the late Stanley Grimes, also known as Battery Man of St. Paul, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Gemma Denise Swan, also known as Miss Gemma, of Montfendu St. Patrick, passed away on Sunday 21st January 2024 at the age of 62. The funeral arrangements for the late Gemma Denise Swan, also known as Miss Gemma, of Montfendu St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.